Good morning.
Good morning.
So what I wanted to start with today is just to tell you this is not a lecture. And it's more like this is what I do and what works for me. Most importantly, I think that we all go through stuff. Life kind of gets up and down. It's very frustrating. It's easy for us to get involved in those situations. I have a situation at work that is really uncomfortable. Recently, my job has changed just slightly, and it's been added all this extra work on top of my recruiting career that has made me super stressed for the last 5 months. It's been kind of bogging me down. I want to share some things with you about how I get past those things, how I work to teach my children to get past those things, and just to remind you that this too shall pass. Everything's temporary. So, one of the things that is happening in our life right now is I keep saying almost 17, but I have a 16-year-old girl, a 14-year-old boy, and an 11-year-old boy. And I wrote this speech for my 14-year-old because he came to me and he said, "Mom, I don't feel good. There are things that are happening in his life that he thinks are forever." And one of the things that I want to say is I usually just jump right on the bandwagon and be like, "It's going to be better." I'm like, super happy, super excited. It's going to be better. This is going to be fixed. No big deal. Let's see the bright side. And my daughter said to me one day, "Mom, let him be sad if he wants to be sad. Let him feel how he feels." And I took a step back and I said, "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me that his feelings matter, and right now we need to acknowledge what he's feeling. But then let him speak if he wants to speak." So our family's going through a kind of a tough time. A friend of mine, two of my very, very good friends, lost their sons over the holidays. And my job is really difficult right now. And my neighbor just lost her husband to suicide. And all of this has felt extremely overwhelming. It's coming to a place where a person like me, who is bright, sunny, cheerful, light, feels heavy. And I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But then I remember who I am. And I remember it's my option. I get to choose. And I remember that what I believe is we create joy. We have to seek it. We have to find it. We have to see the beautiful pink sunrise, the beautiful sky. We have to see joy in life. Even though we know those hurdles are happening, we know those hard times are going to come, we have to know that it's going to pass. It's like the Kansas weather. This too shall pass. Most importantly, I think it's essential to be there for each other, to remind each other that this is temporary. We all go through hard times, and we're not alone. So I think that's a big key for all of us. Again, it's not a lecture, but it's just to remind you that things are going to get better. They always do. And even though we're going through a hard time, it's important to find what makes us feel better, how we can accomplish and get over those things that are stressful. So I feel that it's my opportunity to find the joy listening to my son. The fact that he wants to tell me how he feels, and he wants to share it with his mom. And he said to me the other day, his first memory of his dad was really intense. That's the first memory he has of his dad. And I don't want to take that away from him by sharing it, but I said, "What is your first memory of me?" And he said, "I only remember the bad stuff, and I can't think of anything that has ever been bad "You're a good mom." And I was like, he doesn't have a traumatic, sad memory attached to me, and I feel like that is so epic. At almost 15 years old, he thinks I'm a pretty cool chick, and I'm like, I'll take it. So what I wanted to share today is that this too shall pass. It is our opportunity to remind each other that life has a lot of good opportunities. We can see the good. We can create the joy. We are in control of what we do, what we think, what we feel, and what we believe. I strongly believe that our beliefs create our life, and how we choose to see things is really important. So what I'm giving to my children is their opportunity to feel how they feel, to talk to me, to be open, to allow them to share, and then also to show them a better way, to help them find. Maybe we create a gratitude list, and we think of all the good things that are happening. We share that with each other, and remember that this too shall pass. Thank you.